100% of the participants in the peer-reviewed and published study showed that their fascia tissue regenerates, and that is not something that's ever been done in the history of the world. I've spent over 30 years deeply down the rabbit hole of fascia science, and what I can tell you is that nothing is unintentional when it comes to the Nexcia. Like, every single pattern came together to create the VersoForce technology. This was not a engineering or a design application. This is 30 years of my hands-on experience and knowledge with product design culminating together in something that has been scientifically proven to actually regenerate fascia tissue. This is thousands and thousands, probably 30,000 or more hours of clinical observation, and then one very specific discovery where I learned how the body actually gets in the environment to just completely repair itself. So I began my career as a patient. If you don't know the Ashley Black story, I had a near-death experience. Actually, I had a death experience, and I was ridden with this flesh-eating bacteria that basically ate away my pelvis and hip, which I still have a massive prosthetic that is kind of a Frankenstein hip. And so for me, it was always about the need to keep the tissue healthy to support that joint. I have always been fascinated with fascia, and not only what it could do for me to take me from crippled to normal, but what it could do with a professional athlete and take them all the way to the next level. And so right when I started, my first clients were NFL, NBA, Olympic track. And what was happening is they were sending me the injured athletes, and they were hitting their personal best. And so everybody was like, what are they doing? What is going on the swamp water down there in Texas with this crazy lady, Ashley Black? What it turns out is that what I originally was doing intuitively with my hands, I knew that I needed to do with some type of instrument that was going to mimic the knuckles. And that is where the original fascia blaster claws came from. And this result that we've been getting now for literally the better part of 20 years has just been observing what works and then having it peer-reviewed and clinically tested. We're actually setting off the body's natural healing, and we're seeing a regeneration of that fascia tissue. And when you regenerate fascia tissue, is very primordial. It is the electricity system of the body. It's powering up the mitochondria. It's making sure that everything can glide. Like, this is the easiest thing that you can do for your health, your longevity, feeling good, looking good, because again, fascia is sort of the capitan, the driver of everything else that's happening in the body.